Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing the full card recap, reaction, and breakdown to UFC Vegas 53, Font versus Vera, full card recap. Decent card. It was bad at first, but it eventually came back with a great main card. Let's get straight away and start with the early prelim opener of Shayna Young versus Gina Mazzani. Yeah, I picked Gina Mazzani here. I did terrible on this card, by the way. I'll tally it up at the end, but yeah, Shayna Young wins. There's not much I can say here. Gina Mazzani, I'll never pick her again. I will probably, but like, she, and I'll say it, was sculling Shayna Young on the feet. Was just looking like more of the capable fighter and looking pretty improved, but again, her cardio doesn't live up. It's not even that. Her cardio actually was alright. It's just she threw herself on bottom. Shayna Young got the job done. I think a lot of people picked Mazzani here. I think the odds were really close on this match. Not close. I think they're 190. Yeah, like everyone was picking Mazzani. Topology, not really the most accurate website. Even had the Mazzani winning. I had Mazzani winning, but I thought it was a either way fight. Shayna Young gets the job done. Good win, Shayna Young. Just was piecing up Mazzani just didn't improve position. I know it's over. Good win, Shayna Young. She probably won't be anything. Moving on up the card. Natan Levy, I picked Gina Mazzani. I was wrong. Natan Levy versus Mike Breeden. Great matchup here. Yeah, Natan Levy got the first 2 rounds, I thought. I picked Natan Levy to win this fight. I thought he was going to get... I don't even know what I chose him by. I think decision. But I thought he was going to just skull Mike Breeden for 3 rounds. But he got the job done. Mike Breeden actually showed a bit of a comeback in the 3rd round and showed heart overall in the fight. But, yeah. I actually was scoring at a draw. Because Breeden, I thought, was just beating up Levy in the 3rd round. Like, this could be a 10-8, but Levy had to come back late at the 3rd round. I think he dropped Mike Breeden, but he hurt him really badly. So I think that, made it back to 10-9 Breeden. But, yeah, I thought Levy won it 29-28. I think that's pretty clear. I don't think there's any wrong with this decision. Levy was going for a lot of heel hooks in this fight and was really close to getting them. But let's be real. Didn't get any. Was landing good shots in the feet. I don't think Levy will be anything. I don't know what his age is. If I'm just being sure. I think he's 30 years old. Yeah. When's his birthday? September. Okay. Maybe he could, but I just don't see it at all. And it's dark in the room now. I need to turn my light back on because I stepped on it by accident and turned off. Now it's back on. Good win, Natan Levy though. Gets the job done. Amazing performance. Good showing for Mike Breeden as well. He's a really good fighter. I'd say give him one more chance in the UFC. He took on great guys. Alexander Hernandez on short notice. Oh well, he got KO'd. Things happen. And Natan Levy went to a close decision. Hopefully they don't cut him, but he's 10-5, so we'll see what they do. Moving on up the card, Gabe Green versus Johan Lainesse. I picked Johan Lainesse to win this fight. This card, man, I don't know if this card. Also, not really this was pretty a low-level fight. Yeah, Johan Lainesse, again, beating up. Same with the Mazzani Young situation. Just beating up Gabe Green in that fight, man, landing the better shots. Overall, just being the better fighter over Gabe Green. But Gabe Green, I thought, in this fight, you know what, he's really good, but he gets hit a bit. We saw that against D-Rod. And Lainesse has power in his shots. D-Rod's more of like a pop shotter. And so I said Lainesse would win. He was almost going to win by KO. I told him to win by KO. And yeah, Green was more conditioned in this fight because Johan Lainesse was looking good overall. But it's just... And I picked him to win. You had no cardio. He had no cardio coming into this. No cardio at all. No gas tank. It was a slow-paced fight. It wasn't like it was high-paced. Lainesse was landing shots. I think he dropped Green at one moment. and crack Green for moments here. But Green, more conditioned, got the job done over Johan Linnes, who just covered up with like a few body shots, and it was over from there. Gabe Green gets the job done. Linnes showed he was just a better fighter, but it's just the cardio is just not good. It was such a slow-paced fight. Maybe if it was high-paced, I could understand, but slow-paced fight, you're not getting away with that with me. Like, why are you showing that? Like, I just don't know. Johan Linnes ruined Justin Burlinson in a way. I know Justin Burlinson. I like Justin Burlinson, and he beat Justin Burlinson and knocked him out. And Burlinson's looking really good. Just got a win here. He's fighting Reese McKee. If he wins that, he might be, I think, in this year's July or August, September area, will be in the Contender Series. But Justin Burlinson was a savage, and he ruined him. And Linnes, not that good. He's kind of mediocre. Other than the big punches, knockouts in the first round. If he doesn't get that one punch KO in the first round, mediocre. Good win, Gabe Green. Moving on up the card to Francisco Figueiredo versus Daniel Da Silva. I picked Da Silva here. It was this could have been actually maybe a lock, because Da Silva has great jiu-jitsu. He has no IQ whatsoever. Why are you losing to Francisco Figueiredo? But that's not just why I'm annoyed with him. Losing to Francisco Figueiredo is not that good, but what he showed in the fight, I don't like what he showed in the fight. Like, I'm gonna reset this because there's ad. Figueiredo, Da Silva was looking good. He took down Figueiredo, was doing good, was in side control, but then he went over, and then he gave his leg right to Figueiredo. Figueiredo got a heel hook, capitalized on the situation, got the submission win. Silva tapped. His knee's kind of screwed up now. I just fudge, man. I don't get it. Like, why? This was such an easy fight with Da Silva, man. He looked really good against Jeff Molina. Stand up. He looked really good in the stand up. He did get cracked and didn't lose eventually, but he looked good in the jiu-jitsu department. But you're getting knee barred by Francisco Figueiredo. No IQ there for Da Silva. Don't know what he was thinking. Don't know what he was trying to achieve. And yeah, just Figueiredo capitalized, got the job done. Good win, Figueiredo. And yeah, good win from Figueiredo, though. He actually looked pretty good. This makes Malcolm Gordon look really good. He had nothing for Malcolm Gordon, but against Da Silva, he had a lot of things. Moving on up the card to the headliner of the prelims, which is Alexander Romanov versus Chase Sherman. I'm not going to take much points from this. Yeah, expected. Just expected. Just as expected. Romanov just destroyed him. Just destroyed him. Like, pretty easily as well. Yes, yeah, Chase Sherman just got destroyed. Not even close. We all knew it from here. Romanov was the biggest favorite in UFC history. No lie about that. But yeah, Chase Sherman it was a smart way of him getting back in the UFC. He didn't do anything. He got cut originally, but I don't know why I'm talking about this, but he got cut originally, and then he took the fight on short notice when Bozer fell out, and then he's here now, and then he lost, so he might get cut again, honestly. But Romanov got the job done. Really good win from Romanov. Just eventually suplex, took down Chase Sherman, slammed him. Yeah. Romanov looked good, though. Really looked good. Skill-wise, Romanov looked good. Eventually got a Kimura Americana. Eventually you got good win. Honestly, good performance by Romanov. Chase Sherman just didn't belong in there with him. Plus, Romanov looked good skill odds. I know people don't like him because he kind of milked the fight against Juan Espino, but Juan Espino's top 5 level. But I think Romanov one day will be a top 5 guy. We'll see. He said, yeah. Good win from Romanov, though, man. Really good win. He looked really good. I mean, in the post-fight interview, he wanted to stand up more, but Sherman wanted to grapple, so he's like, you want grapple? I'll show you. But yeah, he called out Augusto Sakai. Good call out. I really wanted him to fight Sakai beforehand this fight. Like, if you want to get Sherman, I was like, give him a ranked opponent, Sakai. Let's do the matchup. Sakai, Romanov, July, August. Make that happen. I originally wanted to make Sakai Dawkins, but screw Dawkins. Go out. Improve, man. Because Romanov's way better than you. Let's be real. So Romanov, Sakai. I did a card builder on the Adesanya Whitaker card. Not Adesanya Whitaker card. Adesanya Cannonier card. Replace Romanov with Dawkins. Romanov, Sakai. And honestly, I think Romanov ragdoll Sakai. I'm being quite honest with you. Sakai, I don't think he's that good. A good win from Romanov. Went out there. Looked really good. Got the job done. Really good win from Romanov. He's undefeated as well. Really good win. Moving on up the card to the main card. Krzysztof Jotko versus Gerald Meerschaert. I did pick Meerschaert to win this fight. Kind of silly of me looking at it now. Jotko clearly won the fight. Good win from Jotko. Yeah. It sucks for Meerschaert, honestly, because it was pretty cool. He was actually on a run. Looking good since his Hamzat Chimaev lost, but you know what? He lost to Jotko. Jotko's really good, man. He has a bit of annoying style, though, Jotko. It's like, I can't really get you. Like, some people can get him, like some people can get him, like, Strickland can just... How good is Strickland for just scoring him for 3 rounds? Brad Tavares caught him. Uriah Hall caught him. Branch barely beat him. But yeah, good one here. He beat Gerald Meerschaert, a guy that looks good against good guys like Makhmud Muradov, Dustin Stoltzfus. Even that fight was a bit close. We could have actually saw it coming, because although Meerschaert's good on the ground, although he has the submission skills, and it's like, you don't really want to be out down there with him. For me, quite honest with you, his takedown defense is kind of bad. Honestly, it's not that good. Jotko easily took him down in the moments. Meerschaert had some good overhands and good leg kicks on the feet, but Jotko just was doing a bit better and stand up like, you're doing good? I'm doing twice as better. Like, good win from Jotko. Got the job done. Good win. Meerschaert, not really accurate. Moving on up the card. I picked Meerschaert. And I picked Romanov as well. Darren Elkins versus Tristan Connolly. Tristan Connolly. I always say it like Tristan. It's Tristan Connolly. I picked Connolly here. I thought he was actually going to get the job done. Elkins pushed through and got the job done. As a veteran he is, as the damage he is, got the job done. It was a pretty close fight, honestly. I said Elkins would lose, but I scored Elkins winning this fight pretty clearly. Yeah, I thought Elkins won it. 2 rounds to 1. Connolly had moments on the feet, but he's not that good. He's kind of trash. I wonder what him and Mikel Pereira, if they did a rematch, would be like, honestly. Mikel Pereira, KO. Tristan Connolly didn't look that great. But Elkins didn't look that great either. But Elkins looked good. He got the job done. Happy for Elkins as well. He's a pretty good fighter at this point. I like Elkins. Got it done. Makes Cub Swanson look pretty good in hindsight. And Nate Landwehr as well. All these guys. But he got the job done in the hustling moments. He pushed through more. Wanted it more. Got the win over Connolly. Connolly lost. And I'll probably never pick him again. Moving on up the card. Grant Dawson versus Jared Gordon. I did pick Grant Dawson to win this fight. I think I said decision, in a close fight. Looking like that. Dawson, I don't think he's ever going to be anything with that type of stand-up. That looks like kind of like an Askren stand-up, if you're asking me. If I'm watching that fight, that's worrying, against guys that are watching from the top 15, like, I don't know. Granderson got the job done, though. His grappling was really good. His grappling was really good in this fight, but it's just, it's just he was dominating Gordon basically. First round was clear Dawson. You can't deny. If you give that round Gordon, just don't watch the sport. And yeah, just toe striked. He took the back of Gordon, put the body triangle in, and just outstruck Gordon from that situation. Same thing in the second round, but a lot closer in the second round though on the feet in there. And his defense, man, like if I'm looking at it, like who's at the top there, like let's just say who's good on the feet. Like if I was like Drew Dober or something like that, looking from there at the top there, I'd be looking at the Dawson fight, even though he could honestly get out grappled or something like that. Drew Dober, one of these power punchers or something, but Drew Dober doesn't have the best grappling, so he could get out grappled, but he also could chin Dawson, because Dawson, he ain't getting away with that lightweight. He ain't getting away with that striking defense. I'm just being honest. But he won. Eventually got the submission. Gordon was actually looking pretty good in the third round, but then he's got subbed, left his back open. And good win from Grant Dawson. Won't be anything, though. I don't think. He's 28. I looked at his age. I just don't see him being anything. You know? I just don't see it. Moving on up the card to the featured fight of the card, which is Joanderson Brito versus Andre Fili. Didn't see this one coming whatsoever. Yeah, I didn't see this one coming. Yeah, good performance by Brito. The only reason why I did pick Brito to lose, and this one really was one of my locks of the card, but why I chose Brito to lose, like, he couldn't do much to Bill Algeo, and Algeo was easily outstriking him. And I think Andre Fili is a bit better of a fighter than, and I think he's actually a way better fighter than Bill Algeo. Bill Algeo is not really the greatest in general. But Joe Anderson Brito chins Andre Fili. They were both going back and forth. Anderson landing good leg kicks. Both landing good jabs. Brito landing the harder jabs and more of the harder punches, harder jabs. And that got Fili's respect. And then they're both jabbing still. Fili lands a jab. Brito lands a jab. Fili lands a jab again, thinking Brito's going to land another jab. And then a big overhand right. Big shots. Down goes Fili. And it's over. And not just because Brito lost to Algeo. Fili, I thought, maybe he can go on another run beating these guys. But this sucks for him, man. It actually sucks for him because his last technical win was Charles Jourdain. Even, like, he should have won against Daniel Pineda. He destroyed him. Let's be real. But, man, it sucks for him. Like, he went to a close decision with Bryce Mitchell. Beat Charles Jourdain. Where's Jourdain at? Looking good. Close fight against Yusuf. Close fight against Mitchell, but gets slept out cold in the first round. Not out cold, but, like, slumped really badly. Close fight against Johnson. You know? Like, I know he got slept by Rodriguez at the time back then, but that was way back in 2016. Yeah, it sucks for Fili, man. But Brito got the job done. And he landed big shots. Fili couldn't recover. It was over. Good win from Brito. I picked Fili. Got it wrong. Moving on up the card to the co-main event. Andrei Arlovski versus Jake Collier. I thought this was actually a blatant robbery here. I think actually Jake Collier could have won actually every round here against Andrei Arlovski. Call me crazy, but I think one judge I think scored a 30-27. I think one judge scored. I'm gonna go to UFC scorecards. I'm gonna go to UFC scorecards. I think one judge actually scored it. I'm gonna see. Oh, it's of course all the way down here. Yeah, I think one judge actually scored it 30-27 Arlovski. Or no, they didn't. They scored one judge scored it 30-27 Collier, which is good. Okay, he was actually right. I got that mixed up. Yeah, all the judges gave the first round to Collier, he clearly won the first round. If he clears day. Second round was really close. I'll argue that may be going Arlovski's way, but I still think Collier ever so slightly still won that round. Third round was Collier. He pushed through, got the win. Yeah, I actually go with Arlovski in some decisions. Like, some people thought Vera won against him. I was like, no way. Arlovski won that fight clear. Some people thought Felipe could have won. At first, I thought Felipe won the fight, but looking at it back, Arlovski still won that fight. And I'm not gonna change my mind for this one. Collier won, clear. And this sucks for Collier, man. I think Collier's pretty good. He's 33. He probably won't be anything anymore. But he got robbed against Felipe. Got robbed against Arlovski. He should be on a 4-fight winning streak. Like, this still makes the only person really beating him is Aspinall. Really, if you think about it, that's the only person. Like, he beat John Vellante. He beat Carlos Felipe. Let's be real. Beat Chase Sherman. Beat Andrei Arlovski. Dude's on a roll. 4-fight win streak. If you're looking at it like that way, should have been 2-1 or 3-0 Collier pretty clearly. Arlovski, though, I know probably why they gave it to Arlovski. Just because he's older and they want him to get some money in the bank. But regardless, if you thought he didn't win against Collier, let's be real, but if he actually won against Collier, making Aspinall look good regardless, even if Collier or Arlovski won. So yeah, really good win from Aspinall, honestly. But yeah, really, Collier won. He should win this fight. And yeah, sucks for him. Maybe just rebook the Justin Tafa fight, and let's see if he can actually beat Justin Tafa. He won against Arlovski. I don't care. Brutal robbery. I'll take the win for that. I'm not gonna actually, but just sucks. Moving on to the card in the main event: Marlon Vera versus Rob Font. Great performance by both the guys, honestly. Good performance by Marlon Vera, though. He won where he needed to win. He got the job done. Great performance by Marlon Vera, man. Rob Font, I actually missed the main event watching it live because I actually missed the main event watching it live. But because like I was doing something. I knew it was on. It's not like I knew, but I was doing something really important, so I couldn't watch it. But I rewatched the whole thing afterwards. Yeah. Round 1 went to Rob Font. Really clear. I think that's without a doubt. You have to give the first round to Rob Font. Second round, what did he do? He was winning the second round against Marlon Vera, but then he got dropped with like a lead check hook, right? A left hook, and Rob Font fell really badly. Survived though. Marlon Vera cast to steal that round. I think one judge actually gave that round still to Rob Font, but based off damage, Vera won that round. Rob Font landed a lot of strikes though. And yeah, round 3, Font doing good again. I think Marlon Vera landed I know what he landed. He wanted the sweet chin music, which was really cool. And yeah, I think he landed in round 3, but I think I don't know. He did good in round 3. Vera won round 3. I think he dropped Rob on again. Round 4, I think he did really good. On round 4, round 5, Vera won 2, 3, 4. Rob Font won round 1. But round 5, Font can win it. But until the ending, Vera caught him with the sweet chin music again. I'm gonna double check if it's actually if it's called that. Yeah. From Shawn Michaels from the WWE. Yeah, good win from both guys though. I scored at 49-46, Marlon Vera. But the way they both were landing big shots, like a lot of shots. Both of them. But Rob Font, I think, was landing more on the face of Marlon Vera. Hard shots, and Marlon Vera had nothing on his face. Rob Font was Ioane and Jake checked. was destroyed everywhere. It was crazy. But yeah, I want to see Marlon Vera versus Piotr Yan next. I think that's a great matchup. And Rob Font, take 8 months off, 9 months off at least. But Marlon Vera, let's do him versus Piotr Yan, Abu Dhabi, October. The winner of Oliveira Gaethje next week versus Makhachev, main event, a co-main event. Marlon Vera, Piotr Yan. Hopefully 5 rounds, honestly. Because Vera is a Terminator in 3-rounders. Not 3 rounders, in 5-rounders. He's very good. Great performance by Marlon Vera. And honestly, in a way, good performance by Rob Font. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is the full card recap for UFC Vegas 53. Font versus Vera. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going to have the full card predictions for UFC 274, Oliveira Gaethje. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, decent card overall. Oh! What was I on the card? I said I would tally it up. I was 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 3-5, 3-6. I'm gonna count the Arlovsky one, so 4-6, and 5-6, 5-6. But really should be 4-7 if you count the Collier one. But I picked Arlovsky, so I'm just gonna take it anyways. But I thought Collier won, but I'll just take it anyways. Arlovsky won. I'll just take it. Whatever. He didn't win though. But yeah, peace out, guys. Woo! Peace out.